May Day, May Day. Well, next Monday is May Day. Who else celebrates May Day? Well, socialists and communists, for starters. They commemorate what is known as the Haymarket Massacre or riot and or also affair, which started out as a workers' parade protesting the killing of workers striking for an 8-hour workday by the Chicago police on May 3, 1886, the day before the riot. An anarchist threw a stick of dynamite at the police who were breaking up the protest, killing 7 officers. The remaining officers then opened fire on the protesters, killing 4 and wounding dozens more. But that's not what this quasi is about. This quasi is about a pole with a knob on the end, the maypole. It is about young maidens dancing in circles around the pole, festooning it with ribbons, starting with a knob at the top of the erect pole and ending at the bottom. It is about the Greek goddess Chloris, after whom chlorophyll is named, and her Roman equivalent, Flora, after whom flowers are named. She is the goddess of flowers in spring, and her festival ran from April 28th to May 3rd, and was called the Floralia. The Floralia was celebrated with, to quote Wikipedia, 5 days of farces and mimes were acted, ithyphallic, including nudity when called for. Ithyphallic, now there's a word for you. Ithyphallic farces and mimes enacted with phallic symbols, that is to say, enacted with poles with knobs on the end. Later, in the year 870 of the Common Era, on May 1st, Pope Adrian II, in the common mode of Christian practice, scarfed up this joyful spring fertility festival from the pagans and canonized an otherwise obscure English missionary nun. Her name was Walpurga, and Adrian made May 1st her day. Saint Walpurga. Now why does that sound familiar? Let's see, Saint Walpurga's Day must be preceded by Saint Walpurga's Eve, of course. Aha! Walpurgis Night, one of the major nights that witches worship Satan. It's also the Celtic Eve of Beltane. Beltane, one of the most holy days in the Druidic year. Anything pre-Christian had to be the devil's work, so holy it up by reworking it into a Christian holiday. But be sure to retain the pagan symbols, such as poles with knobs on the end. You may read the text of this on my blog at bydean.com. That's BHAIDIN.com.